Hi, my name is Megan Haggerty. I am from Laingsburg, Michigan, and I'll be graduating from Grand Valley State University with a degree in secondary education and group social studies and with a minor in English. When my dreams of becoming a teacher were first established, it was mainly based on my love for history. Between kindergarten and third grade, I was actually homeschooled by my parents, and the days I look forward to the most were the days that I spent learning about history with my father. It came as a shock to me when I entered public school and learned that many students actually didn't enjoy social studies class. Years later, now as I look back on this, I believe that so many students were bored because many teachers aren't focusing on the relevance that is social studies class. This is the class where students learn how to read maps. This is where they learn why the world is structured the way it is, how a bill is passed, and so much more. This is vital information that students must learn in order to become educated and active citizens. After high school and into my experiences at Grand Valley State University is where my idea of becoming a teacher expanded into the way it is today. Here I learned that becoming a teacher is so much more than just knowing your content. I learned that teachers are mentors to students. They are leaders to students. They help students grow and encourage them to move forward. Schools where students learn who they are, where students learn what they want to do with their lives, and often make decisions that will influence the rest of their lives. These decisions will not only influence students' lives, but also the world, as these students are the next generation of leaders. I did not go into this profession just because I like children or just because I like history. Teaching is a noble profession that impacts every child's life and our country. I want to make a difference to these children so they later can make a difference in the world. There are three main elements I believe contribute to making an effective teacher. The first is classroom management skills. I have tutored at a rural school district, I completed my teacher assisting at a suburban school district, and I did my student teaching at an urban school district. Each of these schools called for a different type of classroom management while also held some similarities. From my experiences, I find creating good relationships with students is tremendous on creating good management, as well as creating policies, procedures, and expectations very clear on day one. The first 10 minutes of class will reflect how the rest of the hour will go, which is why it is important to greet students at the door and to have some type of bell work for them ready when they walk in. The most important aspect, though, is to remember to keep things fair and consistent with the students. Let them know in the beginning what is expected of them and what will happen if they choose not to follow it. The second element I find is essential to becoming an effective teacher is making school relevant. Students must understand why they're in school and learning this information if they're truly going to succeed. The great aspect of history is that most everything is debatable. Social studies class forces students to make a decision and then argue it. This is a skill they will need for the rest of their lives. In a project I planned during my teacher assisting at Sparta Middle School, the students created their own government in order to pass a bill. They voted on positions in order to create their three branches of government, worked together to create their bill, and then acted it out as the bill went through each branch. This lesson taught them how a bill is passed, what the three branches of government are, but it also taught them how to work together and make decisions. The third element to be an effective teacher is differentiating student learning. Most students learn at different speeds, in different ways, and often start in different places. I worked with a small group of students at Sparta with different IEPs. Throughout the semester, I reworded questions for them, read tests out loud for them, and I seated them all together so they could work at their own pace, and when they needed help, they were all together so I could help all of them at the same time. I also worked with ELL students throughout my student teaching at Grand Rapids Preparatory University Academy. The methods I found worked best with them was providing translations for them, seating students who spoke the same language next to each other, and taking the time to explain words with multiple meanings in the English language. Besides my experiences listed above, I believe I am qualified for the social studies position at Laingsburg High School because I understand the culture of this community. From growing up near or in the town, I understand what it means when it said Laingsburg is the place where the city and country meet. I recognize the importance of community pride, such as recognizing Laingsburg history, participating in athletics, and supporting organizations such as Publication, DECA, and FFA. Also, just Laingsburg's district, I also agree with the importance to focus less on test scores and more on student growth. Tests do not always accurately portray student success. I believe students learn better when they're actually creating something instead of just filling in bubbles on a test. This could be students creating multi-genre projects, students writing a book, or even working in their community. Another element I bring is that I have experience with one-to-one classrooms. While completing my teacher assisting at Sparta Middle School, each of the students had a laptop. Here I was able to use programs such as Schoology, Kahoot, Socrative, Google Docs, Google Classroom, News ELA, and many more. For one particular lesson, I had students create a children's book on the events leading up to the American Revolution on Google Slides. I did test reviews with Kahoot and Socrative, and some days I had students complete web quests on the laptops. I understand how to use this technology to better structure and manage the class. Teaching is not an easy job, but it is an important one. Not anyone can do this job, but I can. I have the passion for the content, I have the motivation to try new things when other ideas don't work, I have the patience to help students when they are struggling, and I understand the importance of education and how important these years are for the student's future. Thank you again for watching my video. I am Megan Haggerty, and I hope to hear from you soon.